Hi everybody. I started coughing, so I had to stop the last video. So I was continuing what I was saying about wanting to go to Italy and exchanging some service. Um, the money law is the law of exchange. So I want to exchange either search engine optimization, specialized knowledge. I could help a person or a group of people start a driving school business. I have extensive knowledge. I pretty much know everything about, because I owned a driving school business and I made money the first year at it too. Um, the third year was revenue at $169,000, and I had to slow down because we needed two uh, licenses in that area. So I was marketing and advertising so much that we got so busy, and um, I just didn't have enough cars, and not enough cars at the time, enough qualified staff at the time. And then of course they came in and made negative changes, because that's what goes on in corrupt Vancouver. Would I say to do business in Vancouver? Hell no. Don't do business in Vancouver, people. I'm a businesswoman. I can tell you, it's not a place to do business. There is so much corruption in that place. It's like, it might just be like the Sicily of Italy, like in Vancouver to Canada. It's that bad. I think it's worse than Quebec, and I grew up in Montreal. And but I wasn't a businesswoman in Quebec. I just grew up there, so it's a different world, the business world. But anyway, so I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Rome, and I could teach a marketing class to anybody, and so I could stand up to any professor that has never owned like a business, and he's trying to say this and that, and pollute. They give them so much information that they don't know how to execute it. How can you execute, all of that stuff that they talk about? I've been to college. I know. In my first business class, I was like, if I could pass this test, I could probably run Microsoft. Who the hell would know? It's physically impossible to. We started off at near 30 students in the class, ended up with 6, and I was trying to hang in there, but I'm like, this guy's ridiculous. He didn't care. He didn't give a shit. And so I could what could I do? I could like I said, I could teach a marketing class. I could help start a driving school business, and I have specialized knowledge in search engine optimization, which is critical going forward. Online is where customers are looking for products that you sell or services that you offer right now and in the future. That's just the way it is. So your competitors are making money offering the same services, so why not, hire somebody that has a specialized knowledge like myself, Perilous SEO at yahoo.com, and get your business ahead of them online. That's what needs to happen, and you don't have to pay Google's advertising costs, because Google, like most, see, billionaires make their money on volume, right? And so they, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. After a month, you look at the bill, how much you spent, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't maintain that. So it's better to invest some with a focus. There needs to be a focus. You know, um, you make your money by selling your product, right? So you got to get your product online. You got to sell your money maker. In the driving school business, when it's approved. See, here's the thing. In your area, the graduated licensing program, research shows, if you look on the driver, pardon me, if you look on the Injury Traffic Foundation's research website, it will show that this program, the graduated licensing program, reduces car crash among 16-year-olds by 19%. And it also shows that young drivers that are trained in emergency maneuvers are more likely to crash. They are crashing more. It's not saying that they're dying, but they're crashing more. And in a crash, you get hurt. Even a minor crash, you get hurt. And the reason for this, in their studies, it showed that drivers that have training in emergency maneuvers, like the young drivers that have trained that sort of training, are less likely to avoid dangerous situations because they're overconfident. They think, well, I have this training, so I can do anything. And you couple that with their mentality that their brain isn't even fully developed yet. You know, parents, don't let your kids drive under, especially your boys under 19 years old. Like my son is actually, his birthday is today. He's 19. He doesn't have his license yet. I've trained thousands of people how to drive safely, and doesn't have his license yet. You got to give them time to develop. They may need a license, but you need to be them for them to be alive and not hurt, you know, and other people to be alive, because they may survive the crash, but they may kill somebody else's loved one on the road, right? Um, so those are some of the services that I could exchange, and so if you're interested, hit me up. Perilous CEO, pardon me, Perilous SEO. That stands for Search Engine Optimization at yahoo.com, or Joanne's Uncontested Divorce Help at gmail.com. Try to get the graduated licensing program in your area. Contact the government and try to push to have a project to make this world better. You know, um, and try to let people know that those emergency maneuvers for young drivers, it's they're crashing more. And guess who makes the rates? Yeah, the insurance companies, because they get those monthly premiums go skyrocketing. Everybody should know this, right? Everybody should know this. Okay, bye.